Welcome! This is one of our very first videos where we'd like to introduce our new project called BattleSail. We are Rendio, a small development team based in Uherskie Hradište, and we're excited to finally show you what we've been working on. Let's jump right in. Without any long talk, we'll start the game right away. BattleSail is a turn-based strategy game set in what we hope is a very attractive environment, the world of pirates.
So this is how the very first screen of the game appears. I would like to point out that the game is technologically more or less complete. Right now we are working on the visual side and also on the content, so you will certainly be seeing things that will evolve and improve as time goes on. But from a gameplay perspective, we have it essentially all assembled. So right at the very beginning, we have this menu here, and it's probably quite obvious what each section contains. Then we have the main settings option, which covers things like graphics settings, your audio settings, and of course your gameplay settings. What will mainly interest us are two game modes here. First, there's the campaign, where you follow the main character's storyline, which will essentially be you. You'll complete individual tasks and progress through the story, pushing forward. And then we have quick games, which are fast-paced matches. Yes, you'll dedicate long hours to them, but I think they're fun and quite a bit more challenging.
So let's start right from the beginning with the campaign. In today's video, we will therefore only show you the basic introduction to the game, and in subsequent videos, a more detailed description and a showcase of its features will follow.
We're starting a new game. We'll go to new game, and you can see we have all these individual campaigns already prepared for us. We'll be starting with what's probably most interesting for us, since we are Europeans, and that's the Caribbean, which is essentially that classic soup of all those romanticized ideas about pirates.
But we have the Mediterranean and Asia already planned, and then some other stories that will focus on historical figures from the great age of world exploration, like famous pirates and such. But we'll get to those in due time. So let's head to the Caribbean to warm ourselves up a bit.
Here you will select your main character. I personally use the main heroine. Character on whom it was written, Loland, here is from the colony's son, the son of a poor smuggler who embarked on a pirate's path. So far, we only have one avatar available. We're going to choose a flag. This is the logo for the entire game, so I use it most often.
Start campaign, and in just a moment, we'll be on the main screen. This is what's known as the Hideout.
Hideout means that you are upgrading your fleet of ships and acquiring additional vessels. You are purchasing or recruiting captains and performing all of those essential preparations before you engage in battle.
Here, of course, you'll find links to our social media platforms like Discord, YouTube, TikTok, and more, where you can follow us, you can comment, post your thoughts, share ideas for improvement, and so on. Everything is welcome. And let's take a look at what we have in the navigation here. I'll start right here in the upper right-hand corner. First is the amount of doubloons you have. Doubloons are essentially the foundation of the economy you'll be using. After each battle, you'll loot, or in Czech steel, you'll win some doubloons and you'll spend them to make your fleet better and more powerful. You can also find some diamonds. These diamonds will then serve to enhance the visual appearance of your ship. You can change its color, sail emblems, add paint, flag types, and so on.
In the bottom right, we then have the presentation of your fleet. We are still at the beginning of the game.
We've only got this one here, Is It a Sun? And when we click on it, we'll see what happens. The individual statistics of this ship, and we can see items that if we have enough money, which I currently don't possess, you can upgrade various hit points, the ship's characteristics, its cannons, and some special equipment. For example, you can shoot chain shot, fireballs, or even deploy mines. You can buy a captain if you have one, or you can hire a captain if you have one. If you have him, if you have enough money for him, or a spotter that will then help you see better everything that is on the map. We'll go over these specific items at a later point. And then right here, we have the customize option. As I previously mentioned, in this section, you have the opportunity, if you possess diamonds, which I currently do not, to acquire various visual enhancements, such as emblems, different color schemes, and so forth. So in this particular section, you're able to upgrade your ships. And right here, you'll find all of the individual components, which are all about improving and upgrading your ships. Let's start our journey right from the beginning. And right over here, we have the tavern. In the tavern, you can purchase or hire captains. Here you upgrade. In the arsenal, you improve your weapon and all related items. In the shipyard, you can buy additional ships. Notice we have 4 distinct categories of ships. Each of them is unique in its own way, and it works so that if you have the chance to use multiple ships in a level, they can cooperate with each other. For example, I'll take the attack ship because it has the greatest firepower. For that, I'll take a hyper ship, which supports it by being able to quickly heal and repair it, or a speed ship, a fast one, which is good for hit and run tactics. But we'll cover all of that another time. So we're in the shipyard. Here we have ship upgrades. We can upgrade the crew. We can upgrade the armor and ship precision. We can hire special crew. We can improve the ship's reflection. In the smuggler's hideout, we are then awarded a certain amount of money based on our current level. Over time, we can eventually exchange diamonds for gold coins and then back again. Collections, what's going on? So the way this works is that in each of the missions, you will always have the opportunity to discover a secret, mysterious, and beautiful artifact, which most often originates from ancient civilizations, be they the Aztecs, the Mayans, or anything else. To find them, you must assemble map pieces that are scattered throughout the levels. And for more detailed information, here we'll just jump into mystery, where it's described in which level that map piece is located. And here's a riddle, or rather a clue regarding where you can actually locate it within that specific level, because it certainly won't be immediately apparent at first glance. It will require some dedicated effort to uncover this, but once you successfully find it, a very special level will be revealed to you, which is designed solely for the purpose of allowing you to build up and ultimately acquire that truly rare and beautiful artifact. Next, we have the treasures of this level. There are some special so-called chests, which mostly contain diamonds. With these, you can then purchase or upgrade the visual appearance of your ship. What's the last item we have here? I'll just jump up here. And first, you can see what his current statistics and abilities are, which are directly linked to his experience. I'll see you next time. Here, I just wanted to show you the story where you have a very detailed description of how everything actually developed, how it all began, and so on. You can create other stories if you don't particularly like this one. And let's move on to what interests us most, and that's the combat. We access it through the map menu item. Here we enter the individual missions. We're at the start, so it's mission 1 and level 1. Here you'll find a detailed description of what awaits you in that particular level, and quite often there's also some helpful guidance on what you'll specifically require. For instance, it might tell you to buy a specific type of ship or to use certain cannons, and it also mentions if there's a hidden map or other secrets within that level. So I highly recommend reading this. It's not a lot of text and it's very important. Here are your main objectives, and based on this, you either complete the level, winning or losing. Then you have secondary objectives, which are optional, but if you fulfill them, they grant your ship experience, which improves it and helps you against enemies. I always recommend trying to complete the side objectives too. If you have the option, you are destined to use just one ship. So I'll just click on one ship, select it, and let's go.
This is harder than I thought. Whether they were cargo ships or not, every one of them was armed with cannons and used them without hesitation. Still, we gave them a proper...
So just a quick overview here. We'll delve into this in a future video. And at the beginning there's a spoken description of what's wanted. It's not quite finalized yet. You can start fighting now. You can see that you have your own little boat. Right here, a snake, some lenses, and over here is one enemy ship and a second enemy ship. Your primary objective is to ensure the complete destruction of all of them. If you take a moment to look around the map, you'll notice various floating objects scattered about, each possessing different values. Something quite interesting or even truly rare might be concealed within them. So, let's begin by initiating our opening maneuver. I will now proceed to move my vessel directly towards the enemy.
And just like that, the first blow is landed.
Right, and for today, this is the final one. We'll show you more of the actual gameplay next time. So, you can't save your progress during the game itself. You can only save before and after.
And we'll just run right back to the hideout.
And if we won and had a lot of money, I could buy and unlock better cannons, assign them to the ship, or even expand my fleet, etc. We'll show that next time. And one last thing I'd like to show you. At the beginning, we mentioned we have a mod for some quick games. So let's go back to the menu.
And here we have the pre-game. There are 3 distinct sections: arena, puzzle, and roguelike mode.
In the arenas, you'll find preset scenarios, engaging environments, and each of the mini games is designed for high replayability. And I think that's quite interesting. And the challenges themselves are available in various difficulty levels. So
I believe that everyone will find something to their liking. Puzzle mode, those are more like entire scenarios or challenges laid out for solving specific situations, like figuring out how to reach a certain point with the absolute minimum number of moves or steps, and so forth. And we'll introduce roguelike here sometime next time.
So, my dear friends, this is everything from my side. I truly hope that you will enjoy playing the game. Please make sure to give us a like, and if you have any comments or wish to support us with some kind words, or perhaps you have an idea, a suggestion, or a question.
So write to me. Have a good one.